If you're with us online, go ahead and start setting up your space. Get your equipment ready. We're about to start in the next 30 seconds. Sweet, full battery pack. It's a good omen for today, y'all. We're jacked full of energy because the battery pack says so. If this is your first time in Build, thanks for being here. A little bit about what to expect today. If you saw the equipment you needed online or anything like that, don't worry about it. We have options if you don't have those. But in this class, we'll go over all the movements before we start, and then we'll do a 6-minute warm-up, get the body ready to go, and then we'll move into the workout. And so the workout for this class is we have 8 movements total. Each movement we're going to do for 45 seconds long, and then we're going to go right into the next movement, 45 seconds. So on and so forth till we get through all 8 movements. Then you'll get 1 minute rest period, and that's 1 round done. And we have 4 rounds in this class. There's not very many, almost no breaks fit into the class. So if you need to take a break, if you need to slow down, if you need to miss a round, feel free. We're all just here to get a workout, to feel good. So no stress if you need to miss rounds, and today you're just not feeling it. And then we'll do a cool down at the end, about 10 minutes long. First movement today is we have push-ups. So we have the step today. If you don't have a step, don't worry. You don't really need it for all the movements that we have. But with push-ups, we're all braced, though, before I start, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I sleep braced, right? Yeah, yeah. So when we're going into the push-ups, the biggest thing, remember, shoulder blades backing down, lift that chest up. You can do any variation of push-up that is chest-centric, chest-focused. So not diamond, not skinny. And so remember, shoulder blades backing down, that chest is lifted up. We want those hands, so if you get into that position real quick, we want them just under the chest, okay? If your elbows start to flare wide, because we want to keep those elbows at that 45, remember? If your elbows flare wide, you notice your hands have to come up too. So when you're doing push-ups, if you're seeing your hands are under your face, that means your elbows are going wide, okay? If they're low, down under your chest, it means they're going back at a 45. So pay attention to that hand placement when you're doing it. Remember, you can do kneeling push-ups, whatever kind that you want. So we're doing push-ups on the step. You can either have your hands up on the step, okay? Changing that angle, if your hands on the step, it's going to work a little bit more of the lower chest. If you want to flip it around and put your feet up on the step, hands on the floor, that's working a bit more of that upper chest, okay? If you want, you don't have to use the step, and you do them on the floor, and that's a little bit more of that mid-chest, all right? So pay attention to which version you're doing, know where that focus is, and really feel that stretch and that contraction in those movements. We also have the walls and the bars, so as you get tired, you can do push-ups on there, or like I said, you can drop to the knees for push-ups. Just working on that quality with those push-ups. Next movement we have is going to be walking push-ups. And so what that means is, and you can get rid of the push-up here. You don't have to have the push-up. I just left it optional. If you want more upper body chest work, you can add it. But basically, for walking, you're going to walk over, come down, push-up, walk across, push-up, okay? You don't have to add that push-up, or if you want, you can make that push-up. You can go all the way down to the floor, okay? Or you can you have some freedom with those, okay? So, but that's the initial movement. You can always kneel for those, okay? Kneel while doing the walks, kneel while doing the push-ups, totally up to you. And the next movement we have is mountain climbers. So you have the option of on the step or standing mountain climbers. So when we're in mountain climbers, remember, we want those shoulder blades pulled back and down. We don't want to be rounding out. And we're just driving those knees up here, okay? Contracting that core. You can go quick, or you can go strong, slow, powerful crunches. Or if you want a little less upper body work, you can do the standing. If you're doing standing, if your right arm is up, your left knee is up. Okay, we're opposites, and you're jumping and switching. So change it from a little bit more of that muscle work to a little bit more cardio work. Next movement we have is Y lifts. So we'll do this one together. Make sure we have good place. So hands are going to be up overhead here. We're hinging at the hips. Okay, don't round that low back. Bend in those knees, okay? Glutes are engaged. Fine. We're dropping the chest, though, okay? So we're down into this position. Weight even on those feet. And what we're doing is we're lifting those elbows up like in a Y, squeezing those scapula back and down. This scapula is going to this pocket, this one to this one. That's what you're focused on. Feel that squeeze, then come back. Keep that tension the whole time, then we're going to come right back up, okay? So really trying to keep that Y formation, that Y shape, that constant tension through the scapula, throughout low back. Next movement, do you have a question? No. Next movement is T-lift. So this is going to be a lot of lower back firing, so make sure to stay braced because we're holding that bent position for a minute and a half here. So for the T-lifts, we're in that same position, but thumbs are coming out, straight out and to the side. So feel that movement, feel the scapula contract, pull back to the center, okay? Working on increasing that flexibility through those hamstrings. Don't round the back, but every round trying to maybe see if you can sink a little bit deeper as you're doing that movement, okay? Next movement we have right after that is going into squat jumps. You have a couple of different options here. When we're doing squat jumps, you're squatting down and then you're jumping up, landing in a squat, jumping back down, landing in a squat. If the plyometrics or the jumps are difficult, you can do step-ups, okay? Squat, step back down, squat. Alternate which foot you're stepping up with, so switch that up every time, okay? Anytime we're jumping with a step, as you get tired, pay attention. Make sure you're clearing the step. No face plants, so really be intentional. Don't jump super far away. You can be close. Make sure you're getting up high enough to land onto it. Pay attention on your way down, okay? And land soft. We don't want to just thud with the knees locked. Absorb that impact with the muscles, okay? If you get really tired, you can also just do regular step-ups. Step-downs is a way to change that up. Next one we have is going to be step. I'm not going to be able to do this before I warm up. There's no way in heck. But is step jump. So basically, you're going to kind of make it a bit quicker, but you're going to jump down, and when you jump up, land on one foot, then right back down. So you're going to kind of be, it's a lot of impact before you warm up. So feel free to start slow, learn that, and remember, if that's it, you can do step ups, and you can get rid of that jump, okay? Remember to stay braced with that, stay controlled, and as you warm up your ankles, if you're not like me, you don't need time for your ankles, you can just go right for it. And then the last movement is toe taps. So we're here, and we're just doing quick toe taps. Weight is a little bit more on the back leg for these ones, okay? So keeping that weight back and just quick explosive taps on that. And for if you're at home, you can do all those same movements just without the step. For that side one, you can just jump to center on the floor. You can also do that here. If you get tired, you can get rid of the step for any of the movements that we have today. Now, any questions? Still braced, right? Didn't lose it while I was talking to you? Not at all. Starting with those jumping jacks. Stay braced, keep that core pulled in, stay strong. Remember, we're only at about 40% here. We're not overly working yet. And if you want to lower that impact, warm up those ankles, those knees before you get going, you can be right here. Crystal, did you start your watch? Huh? Hopefully I reminded you this time. The one time I was good for something with the watch. Air squats. So those hips going back and down, knees stay in line with those toes. It's almost like you're sitting low and back onto a stump. There's some small stool, okay? Weight even on those feet, knee in line with those toes. Remember, glutes engage that whole time. If your glutes disengage here, don't go any deeper. Just work on being able to keep them engaged as you go further into that squat. Good job. Marches. Drive that knee up. Utilize that core. That core is what's doing that pull, doing that lift. Think of kickboxing, when you drive, if you're going to drive a knee into somebody, all that power comes from that core. Lunges, on those alternating lunges. You feel a lot of tension in your knee. Stepping forward, try stepping backwards into a lunge, okay? Don't let those heels come up off the floor. Keep those heels down, knees in line with those toes, and keep that glute engaged for that full range of motion. Remember, we're not pushing yet. We're just warming up. Work on that balance, that control. Arm circles. Full range of motion. Anybody else's shoulders sore? Okay. Okay, I'm not the only one. Remember with these, try not to twist the torso. Keep that torso square. Work on that shoulder mobility here. Warm up those shoulders. Reverse. Opposite direction. Shoulder blades are staying back and down here through that reach. Inchworms into those push-ups. Remembering for inchworms, don't round the low back. We want to bend the knees. So for this one, we'll be here and we're just going to walk out into a plank. And then we're going to add a push-up at the bottom. And then walk those hips back up and feel that stretch. And breathe through that stretch a bit. And then walk back down. Remember, you can do one push-up, you can do 3. Up to you. Switch. Back into those jumping jacks. Round 2 of the warm-up. Last round. picking up that tempo a little bit. That's about 60, maybe 70%. We're not pushing it, but we're increasing that intensity. Don't lose that bracing. Air squats. Hips back and down, knees in line with those toes. Glute engaged, full range of motion. Keep those glutes engaged. Marches. Just drive that knee up. Remember, you don't have to keep my tempo. You don't have to keep your neighbor's tempo. Find your own tempo. Where do you need to be right now? We need to get little knee pads. And just and take it out. Work on that balance. If you find your body's twisting a lot, try to stay controlled and balanced with those. Lunges. Alternating. If you feel strong in that balance, that control, you can add that thoracic rotation, but twisting towards that knee that's in front. Keep that glute engaged, stay braced. Arm circles, full range of motion here. Reverse. How far forward, up, down, and back can you reach? Keep those shoulders warm. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back. Bend those knees to get into position. And control. Don't let those hips shift around. Don't let those shoulders shift. Keep a slight bend in those knees on that stretch in that top position. Keep that low back pulled in. Take a break. 1 minute, y'all. And we're starting round one. You get a drink, get your space ready. Remember, the first round is kind of like your last warm-up round. Muscles aren't quite ready going all out. So last round, or this first round, you're at about 80, 90%. Round two, that's when you're ready to go. That's when you're ready to work. Remember, push-ups, you can have hands on the step or feet on the step. Depends which part of that chest you want to work. You can always start with one and switch it up. It's up to you. We're starting in 10 seconds. And remember, as your wrists get tired, there's some movements you can change. Mountain climbers can be upright. You can get off those hands, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Shoulder blades back and down. Hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. Tension in that chest the whole time. Don't let those shoulders round forward at the top of that push. Scapula still stays retracted. Don't let those hips collapse to the floor either. Flex those glutes, that'll help hold you in that position you want. Nice. Walking push-ups. So remember, you're walking sideways, one hand stays on the step, one goes on the floor. If you need to switch it up, you can go all the way to the floor or you can stay all the way on that step. But remember, shoulder blades pulled back and down here. Keep that chest engaged. Remember, if you get tired, don't sacrifice that form. Go to kneeling. Keep getting good quality reps. Nice job. If you're going to kneeling and you're feeling it a lot, feel free to grab a mat. Mountain climbers, either on the step or standing. If you're on that step, those shoulder blades are pulled back and down. That chest is still engaged. That core is what's lifting that knee. Take those breaks when you need. If you got a tempo, find it. Try to keep the tempo. You can do half one and then switch to the other. Just because you choose one doesn't mean you need to stay there. Y lifts. We're into that hip hinge. We're braced. Hips drop back, that chest falls, okay? Check that low back, make sure you're not rounding it. Those hands lifting up as if you're making a Y. Really pay attention to that scapula, that back. So you're gonna be a little bit more out in front like this. Yeah, feels like this one's coming across this way, vice versa. Nope, you're repping it out. We keep that tension. Think of lifting from your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades are pulling back down and across on your back. That's what's lifting those arms. Don't shrug the shoulders. T-squeezes. So remember this one, we're going straight out to the side. Thumbs are up. Don't lose that bracing. You lose that bracing, that low back's going to take all that weight. So stay strong here. Again, your scapula are what are doing the lifting here. Flexing, pulling the scapula down and back and together. This is a hard superset. Take those breaks when you need them. Is your weight even from left to right foot? Are you shifting your weight? Pay attention to that movement. Are you shrugging those shoulders as you get tired? Squat jumps. So land soft on these. Soft, jump up, land soft, back down. Land soft. Let those hips go back and down. Don't land with the weight on the toes and into the knees. Nice job. Sit those hips back and down when you land. Weight stays even on those feet. Nice job. If you notice you're landing on the toes a lot, try to land soft and then push those hips back. Do a squat after each jump. Stay braced. Nice. As you get tired, don't let those knees cave in. Take breaks when you need. Remember, you can always take those breaks. Step jumps. So, remember here, we're starting on the side, jump one foot up and in, back out. You can hold that position at the top for a second if you want. Jump up, control, back down. 1 foot in the center, back down. So 2 foot jump, 1 foot land, and then 2 foot. Up onto 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Start slow, get that rhythm. Remember, you can get rid of those jumps. You can step up and then back down, up on that opposite side. Nice job. Toe taps. All right, we're quick feet here. Weights on that back leg. That front foot is just tapping. If you want a little bit of a balance work, you can go side to side. Nice. Nice job. Stay braced, stay braced. Take a break. Woo! 1 round done. We got a little bit of cardio today. All right, we got that last warm-up round in. You know the movements. You know the difficulty of the movements. Pull it back where you need. Push it where you can. Get a drink. Move through that recovery. Let's get ready for the next one. Yo, Anna G, I see you on there. You can definitely do 2 workouts in a day. Take it easy though if you're hurting. But you got it. Remember, if you want a mat for your knees, now's the time to grab a mat. 10 seconds. We're into those push-ups. Remember, chest-focused push-ups. Any kind you want, but that's where we're keeping that tension today. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You know those movements. You know how hard they can be. Pay attention. If you're reversing, those hands are still under the chest. Nice job. Stay braced here. Don't let those hips collapse on the way down. Keep that torso straight. Quality over quantity, modify it, change it if you need, but let's go. Walks, push-up walks, we're back up on our step. Remember, you can get rid of that push-up. Don't have to have it. Mountain climbers. Woo-hoo. You gotta love 2 to 3 in a row on those hands. Remember, opposites. Use that core. Or you can change up that pace. Use that core. Remember, pace yourself. Y lifts. Or into that hip hinge. We're lifting. Pay attention to one side versus the other. Right scapula goes into your back left pocket. That's that angle you're pulling it back and down from. Don't round that low back. Low back pulled in, that chest is gonna stay up. Shoulder blades are retracted. Slight bend in those knees. Weights even from heel to toe. T-lifts. Now we're out to the side. Hold that squeeze for a second or two. Don't lose that bracing. If you lose that bracing, your low back's gonna take all of that. So stay strong. Work on keeping that core. Hey, we're pretty much halfway through classes. Let's go. You knew one of these was coming. Squat jumps. Soft landing. Pay attention. Are you landing on your toes? Where are you landing? Are you landing all on your heels? Absorb that impact. Don't just let the knees go forward when you land. So you can land on your toes as long as you're coming down onto your feet. So it's not landing flat. Yeah, Yeah. Great question. You can land on your toes, but not in the knees going forward. You land on your toes and go back down into a sit. So if you're finding a lot of impact on the toes, sit those hips back and down on that landing. Remember, you can change it up. You can do steps. Step squat. Step squat. You don't have to stay with the jumps the whole time. Step jumps. So we're up. 1. Use your arms to throw you up. Get a little help. So 2 feet on the side. Only 1 foot will ever touch the step. And back up. Stay braced. Remember, you can make these steps. And if you want, if you're doing steps, drive that knee up, crunch that core on that step. Let's go. Toe taps. Woo! Real quick feet. Pick a tempo. Try to keep it. It doesn't matter what speed. Keep your tempo. Remember, if you're at home, you're just feet out in front. Let's go. Stay braced. Don't lose that bracing. Stay with it, stay with it. Take a break. Woo, doggy. Recovery. Clear that lactic acid a bit. Know where you're at. Did you push it a little too much on those first 2? Pull it back a little bit. Are you feeling good? Let's rock and roll. Turn build into Tabata today. All right, in 5, 3, those push-ups. 1, let's go. Don't lose that bracing as you get tired. Prevent that injury. Stay braced, stay strong, slow it down if you need, modify when you need. Know your limits. Go to the edge of them. Don't go past them. Nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. Walking push-ups. Remember, you can do your feet up and your arms on the ground if you want. Up to you. You can also get rid of those push-ups. Or remember, drop to that knee. If you're on your knee, pull your ankles back. Takes the weight off the kneecap, puts the weight onto that quad muscle. Stay braced. Mountain climbers. Woo, doggy. Use that core to lift that knee. Remember, if hands are getting tired, do upright mountain climbers right here. Those hands and wrists. There's a lot of weight on our hands today. Wireless. Woo! Those shoulder blades. If you need to alternate, do one side, then the other. Those scapula are getting really tired. Alternate it. Don't round that low back. Shoulder blades stay pulled back and down. Don't lose that bracing. You can even hold this position if you're getting tired. Just stay in that braced. T-list. Weight even from side to side. Squeeze those scapula together. Where's the weight on those feet? Those knees align with those toes. Are you braced? Let's go. Stay braced here. If your back needs a break, stand up. Give it a second. Count to 3, 5, or 10. And then when you're ready, get back into it. Squat jumps. Remember, there's no speed. There's no tempo you have to keep. You start with jumps. You don't have to keep jumps. But land soft. Stay braced. Nice job. Remember, don't sacrifice form for reps. If your form's breaking down, take a break. Step jumps. Let's go. Stay braced. Quality movement. Slow it down. Take breaks when you need. If you're feeling good though, let's go. Toe taps. Woo! Nice work, y'all. Braced. Don't lose that core. Find that tempo you want. Keep it. Take a break. Woo! One round, y'all. Know where you're at. If you're dying right now, pull it back. Pull it back a little bit. If you're feeling good, let's frickin' rock and roll. But know your limits. Know where you're at. Take those breaks when you need them. Last round, best round, that's right. Hey. Whatever that best round is for you. Is that pushing it? Great. Is that pulling it back? Great. This is your last round. What do you need here? In 10 seconds, we're starting. Move to that recovery. Keep a little bit of movement. We're starting, I'll give you extra 10 seconds. And then we're starting with those push-ups. What? I know, I'm so considerate. All right, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Take that break when you need it. Walks. Woo! Side to side, y'all. Remember, you don't have to do the push-up. You don't have to go to the floor. You can just go side to side here. You can drop to those knees. Be where you need to be right now. Huh? You know, after today, you don't have to see me for 5 days. Switch mountain climbers. Upright or on the step. Quick or slow. Just stay braced. You think the uprights might be easier on your shoulders? They're still gonna burn. Where are you at right now? Take a break through the rest of this round if you need it. If you're feeling good, let's go. Y lifts. Last round of the day. Last time we're doing each one of these movements. Appreciate that. Stay braced. Scapula's doing the work. Don't lose pelvic floor up and in. Not just that core engage. That's right. That was hilarious. T-lifts. You gotta love workout days that say no equipment, no weight. Keep that quality. Doesn't matter that tempo. Take breaks when you need to stay braced. Almost there, almost there. 5 seconds to this. Squat jumps. Woo! Remember, glutes engaged. Where are you at? What do you need? Pay attention to your limits here. Step jumps. Careful of the sweat on the ground. Don't go down. Stay braced. Let's go. Almost there, y'all. Toe taps. Last mother trucking round. Let's go. We're almost there. This one and you're done. Find your tempo. Ten seconds. Let's finish it. Take a break. Woo! Nice work. My peeps at home. You crushed that, I know you did. And then Crystal, I know you're there. Nice job, you guys. Nice work, dude. That was a tough one, y'all. We made it. Huh? There's some wipes right out around the corner. We'll steal those ones. That's how we feel it. That's good. Can't stand up straight. Oh, Crystal, I'm glad you liked the workout. That was hard as hell. That's not an understatement. My peeps online, if this was your first build class, we don't always have that much cardio if that's gonna scare you away. Usually 2-3 times a session, we'll get some cardio in here. But nice job sticking with us. As you're cleaning up your space, cleaning up that equipment, start to slow that breathing down. Hey Dan, we said there was something weird today, remember? It was like the thought capture and like, oh, class is gonna be good today. Remember, start to breathe in through that nose, out through the mouth. Keep moving through that recovery. Keep a little bit of movement going so your heart rate doesn't drop too fast. So I always say keep a little bit of movement during that recovery. Once you're ready, we're going to start with those deep breaths. If you want to keep your mat for stretching, feel free. We're going to inhale through the nose on the way up. And remember, on the inhale, inhale into the belly. Let that belly expand. We tend to breathe into the shoulders, breathe into that upper back, into that chest. Breathe into that belly. And on those exhales, find that hamstring, that glute stretch. You don't have to match my tempo of breaths. Find your own tempo here. On that next exhale, pull that arm across, keeping that shoulder blade pulled back and down. We're stretching that rear delt here, not the back. Through all belly stretches, keeping that slight raised posture. Keep those breaths stretching a little further on each exhale. If you find it hard to feel that stretch, you could be pulling too close to the arm. Pull out a little bit further, get a little bit more leverage into that. If you're feeling good where you are, feel free to stay where you are. And last note, if you're shrugging those shoulders, relax them, drop them down. Go and release, switch that opposite side. Pull the arm back and behind. Grab that elbow, palms in between those scapula. Remember, breathe a little bit down into that belly. And switch. On that next exhale, bring those hands behind the back, interlock those fingertips together. Shoulder blades back and down, chest open. Roll the head and neck. And breathe. If you find a spot that feels really tight, feel free to stay there and breathe through it. On that release, inhale up and in. On that exhale, push those hips back and down. Take a little bit of a wider stance. Come down into that full squat. As you get to the bottom, if you need to bring those feet closer, feel free. Working on getting those heels down here. Stay in that position. Remember, keep those shoulder blades back and down. Don't drop that chest down and forward. If you want more of an inner thigh stretch, elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together. Press those palms down. Open up those hips. And breathe into that belly. Through the nose, into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Feel free to find a little bit of movement in that stretch. Anytime we're doing stretches, listen to your body. If you need something a little bit different, do what that is. Go ahead and release, coming down onto the floor. We're gonna drop down into that puppy pose. Hips stay over those knees. Arms come down in front, chest down towards the floor. Try to keep that natural curve in that low back. Press that chest down and breathe. Into the nose, to the belly, out through the mouth. When you're ready, go and pull those arms in. We're gonna lift ourselves up into plank. Bringing your foot forward, dropping that back knee. Coming up into that tall position, that front foot is directly under that knee, okay? And have it out in front of you a bit. So if you find that you're here, that back knee is close, scoot that back knee back a little bit. Press those hips down into the floor. If you want that quad stretch with it, reach back, grab the shoe, grab the ankle. Shoulder blades stay back and down, that torso stays up. If you find when you lift that back knee, if it's a lot of hurt on your kneecap, your knee is probably too close into your front foot. Scooch it back a little bit more. That'll put the weight onto the quad. in the normal or you're stretching the quad, go and release it. And we're gonna lift up and breathe. Weights on that front leg. When you're ready, go and release it, drop it down. And we're gonna stay in this position, but we're gonna lift that back knee. We're gonna open that chest. You need to keep that back knee down. You can keep it down here. You can stay in this position. So maybe, Matthew, other hand. So your inside hand is gonna stay down, and you're gonna open up to the opposite way. When you're ready, go and release it. Drop it down, step that foot back, bring that opposite foot up and under, and drop that back knee. We're gonna go through that same series of stretches on this opposite side. Optional ankle grab here for that quad stretch. Holding that ankle, go and release it. If you're in that normal, we're lifting. Shoulder blades stay back and down. And when you're ready, we're going to release it down. Palms the inside of the foot. Optional, you can lift that back knee if you want. We're going to twist and open. Squeeze those scapula together through that open. When you're ready, go and release it. Drop it down, come to a full seated position. Rolling onto the back. Choosing one knee to pull up to the chest or to the armpit. When you're ready, pull that knee across, wrapping that hip over, keeping that opposite arm and shoulder down. We should just call the middle, the third and fourth week of classes Hell Week and just make this a normal thing. Remember to relax and breathe. Whenever you're ready, bring it back to center. Drop that leg down. Bring that opposite knee up to the chest or armpit. Whatever stretch you need right now. Whenever you're ready, pull that knee across the torso. Give me that opposite arm and shoulder down. And breathe into that belly. Find yourself clenching or flexing those muscles, let them go. Breathe into that tightness. Whenever you're ready, bring it back to center. Slowly take your time getting up to standing. Don't rush it. If you want to stay and continue stretching, or if you're at home, you can continue stretching, but we're going to close out class because we're getting close to time, so we're going to finish with those last 3 breaths. Each one breathing in a little bit deeper, exhaling out a little further on the way down. Nice job today, y'all. Way to work. If you're with us online, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to know when classes go live. And I say it all the time. It's not a popular phrase, but it never gets easier. You just get stronger, you're able to do more, and you're able to reach a new level. So be back on Tuesday. Don't forget homework, full dinner, drink some water, at least 6 hours of sleep. You have 5 days of recovery until the next class. So take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.